Let's head to the crypto space now and see what the numbers there are looking like. It's a red Friday. I say different shades of red. That's what we see there. But the price of Bitcoin is not looking so bad, even though it was better yesterday at 69,000. Today it's 67 after it dropped 3.3% in the last couple of hours. We look at Ethereum and we see it's also red. Solana is red. Another shade of red. Ethereum is 3,692. Cardano is red. AVEX is red. You know, just the little ones have been able to escape it. But let's look at the headlines and see what's in the news at this time. I think one of the biggest stories is that SEC, obviously in the United States, Securities and Exchange Commission has approved 8 spot Ethereum ETF in the United States. They gave the green light to 8 physical Ethereum ETF despite opposition to related products from GBTC. This decision would be crucial, a crucial step in the currency market for the approval for the first place of Bitcoin ETFs. We'll delve more on that with our guest, hopefully. Then other than that, we have Solana. As the Solana community, they are divided on the proposal to remove 50% priority fee burn and fully reward validators. That's the next one. While the Solana is mulling this, the community is divided. I wonder where it will end, where the pendulum will end. And of course, we see Bitcoin price flashes $1.2 billion. Signal. Let's have Olumide now, Adesina, join us to share some of his thoughts on some of these issues. Hi, Olumide, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Thanks for having me.
Good to have you. So this Securities and Exchange Commission on 8 physical Ethereum ETFs, and this is in the face of opposition, you know, when it comes to other related products. Do we know why they seem to be positively aligned with the Ethereum ETF?
So thanks for having me once again. If you look at the market condition right now, you could see that the chart is fairly pink, or what we say red. And that's because the kind of approval we saw yesterday was not really the approval the whole market was expecting. So first of all, what we saw yesterday was a 19B4 approval, which practically gave these funds to list on those exchanges. But what really makes the difference is the S1. The S1 approval is where institutional investors can really tap in, or where trading can really begin. And you know, one of the reasons why that really matters a lot is that it will give Ethereum the ammunition to be classified as a commodity, and also influx of traditional investment from these giants. And another concern is that, you know, despite the approval we saw yesterday, we didn't see Gary Gensler and popular commissioners taking the vote. So prior to the rules, it means that some of these commissioners can protest. So the tactical approval we saw yesterday could still go under strong review. And lastly, the time for that to take place is not in the books. So you saw Bitcoin from 3,900 plus going at some point to about 3,005 before now oscillating around the 3,700 level. And you look at what happened in the market yesterday. Apart from Nvidia, risky assets suffered heavy downturn, and that's pretty much on geopolitical and the appetite for living currency. So I think we're seeing profit taking, and also the reality that this is not the Bitcoin spot ETF that a lot of people got used to. So that's why we've not seen Ethereum breaking above the 4,000 resistance level as we speak.
Yeah, but I mean, still talking about this Ethereum ETF, there seems to be a lot of, talks behind. Some people say that perhaps there's a political influence to this that's making them that there was no prior approval by the Securities and Exchange, and now we see it going through like this. The story about Trump, being involved, getting donations through Bitcoin, does this have a political touch from your perspective?
Definitely it does, but if you look at the narrative playing right now, one of the reasons why Ethereum is really going through a lot of scrutiny is that a lot of altcoins will definitely get the nod if Ethereum gets approved, and that's why Gary Gensler is really looking down into the proof of stake fundamental. Also, the staking functionality, where Ethereum looks more like a financial investment rather than a store of value, commodification principle. It gives it a lot of problem. So definitely the properties around Ethereum makes it a bit complicated, and the political implication definitely. I think. Bitcoin will definitely scale a Trump or Joe Biden presidency over time. But despite the fact that Donald Trump seems to be pro crypto, the underlying fact is that Ethereum definitely has some uh, security fundamentals, which definitely will give the Security Exchange Commission enough to hold against. But let's see how it plays out, because you will see that SEC is already going towards finding Ripple Labs about $2 billion. Saying that if they don't really have so much on Ethereum, they should really bring out the cards or approve it. So I think it's more on a battle in the midterm.
All right, we'll see as how it goes. As you said, Olumide Additional, thank you so much for your views.
Thank you for having me.